hat that's not normal for a member of the Roman Catholic Church. The Pope of course does it. Some people do the Cardinals, College of Cardinals, but this is not because I've converted to Judaism. In fact, I'm certainly not good enough to be a convert to Judaism. It's because the rabbi here ordered that I should wear it. And as a soldier of 30 years standing, of course, one thing I do know is how to obey orders. So hence here I am. I have noticed, however, I should be having a word in private with the rabbi afterwards, because I occasionally do go into synagogue. I'm occasionally allowed into synagogues in Britain and sometimes in Europe and the United States of America. And I know what's right in a synagogue and I know what's wrong in a synagogue. And when I walked in here, something struck me as being not quite right about this synagogue. And it's that the men and the women are sitting together. So I'm not going to disrupt things by asking you to move around now. If Rabbi, if you could just attend to that in the future. Otherwise, I think there'll be a few words with the Chief Rabbi. Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor was good enough to say that I was a man of courage. But I can assure you that my courage, whatever courage I may have, is nothing compared to the extraordinary courage of the young men and women of the Israeli Defense Forces who have been fighting bravely for their country in the last few weeks. And to me, it's an enormous honour to be present tonight here when there are members of the IDF in the audience in particular. Could I ask you, please, if you wouldn't mind, if you are serving in the IDF at present, would you mind standing up just so I can see who I have the honour of being present with? The Mayor also mentioned that you tragically lost one of your own soldiers from this city, Sean Carmelli, and he mentioned the funeral. I had the great honour of going to the funeral of another member of the Israel Defense Force a few weeks ago, Natan Cohen, who was buried in trying to think of the name of the city. It was just outside Jerusalem. Modin, sorry, in Modin. And again, that was a remarkably moving and impressive ceremony with something in the region of 3,000 to 4,000 people there. And of course, the vast majority of them wouldn't have known him, but were there to honour his memory and, of course, to pray for him and to stand up and support his family, his community, and the country. So I've been to many British military funerals, too many British military funerals. But that, I think, was a uniquely moving event to which I was honoured to be present for. And I'd just like to take the opportunity now of momentarily reflecting on the sacrifice made by the young men and women, or young men in this case, of the Israel Defense Forces, who have made the supreme sacrifice for their country. Nobody in our communities, nobody can make as great